Right now you listening to
Innovative Black Station.
Innovative Black Station. Innovative Black Station.
The place where you can speak your
mind.
Your mind.
Your mind.
Welcome to the Innovative Black Station. Today on the show we got Remedy the franchise.
Hello, everyone.
Where you from?
I am from Orlando.
Orlando. And Remedy the franchise. How did that name come about?
It's kind of a long story, but the short version is basically I used to play ball, so that's kind of where the franchise thing came from.
Okay.
But as far as rap is concerned, it was more so to embody the fact that I'm like my own boss, my own entity type of thing. And then Remedy was more like, I felt like I was the answer.
Okay.
So Remedy, the franchise, eventually kind of came together. So that's, yeah.
Now you say you want to be your own boss. So are you on your own label, or how does that work?
Right now I'm moving independent.
Okay.
If it's the right situation, fine. It's not something that I'm necessarily chasing after, but if the right situation was to come about, I wouldn't be against it.
Okay.
But it definitely got to be on my own terms.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So how long you been rapping?
Years. I always wrote. Even when I was real young, I was always a writer. But when I turned about 13, that's when I kind of started spitting and thinking that I could do the rap thing a little bit.
Yeah.
But as far as like really trying to record and things like that didn't start till I was about 16.
Okay.
And then when I went off to college and came back home, that's when I actually started trying to do it as a business.
Okay.
So it's been years.
Yeah.
Because I'm 23 now. But so I'll say moving from a business angle as far as trying to actually break into the industry, it's been 5 years.
Now you say, I know you said as a business, like breaking into the industry, like what business moves have you done now that you weren't doing at first?
Videos.
Okay.
That was a huge step. Actually working with producers and actually creating alongside a producer, because before it was just going on SoundCloud, downloading free beats and freestyling over industry beats and things like that. It wasn't anything where I was actually putting capital into it and really trying to get exclusive rights and moving like, okay, I'm really gonna do this, and I'm really gonna try to get stuff on the radio. So I mean, I've been on a few radio stations over the years, won a few awards, been a few places. So I mean, the list goes on and on. But so I mean, I did a few moves, but now we're looking to do more.
Okay.
So,
Speaking of moves, I noticed it was a while back. I follow you, and I noticed was you doing like was it a franchise Friday or something you was doing every Friday? What was that about?
I was just releasing tracks.
Okay.
I hadn't released anything in a while, and a lot of people were pissed at me for it. So I just was like, I'm sitting on all of this music. So I kind of just was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just start releasing stuff on SoundCloud to let everybody know I'm still making music. Like, don't worry. But that's really all it was. I was just dropping tracks. But Franchise Friday is kind of like my little thing that I developed over the years on social media. Like normally when I release something, it'll come out on a Friday.
Okay.
So that's like my little tagline type of thing.
Now, are you still doing the Franchise Friday, or you took a break to work on the new project?
I stopped when I decided I was gonna do this EP. And actually the EP is gonna be the first project in years that I haven't released on a Friday. I ran a contest though on my Facebook page. It was a little trivia contest. So the people who won will get a preview on Franchise Friday.
Okay.
But the actual release won't be until that following Monday.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the new project, what's the name of the new project and what should we expect from it?
The name is PSA, short for Public Service Announcement for anyone who's not familiar. Honestly, when you speak of what to expect, it's not anything that I've done before.
Okay.
it's probably gonna catch a lot of people off guard, just because they used to me being so hype and making hype music, making club music and things like that. And this project is nothing like that at all.
Now, are you going the pop route? Because I think it was the Believe track.
Yeah.
Or Go, one of those was like more of a pop song.
Yeah, Go.
Okay.
Go was a pop track. No, it's not even pop. It's more grown. You can definitely tell that I'm older than I was when I released Going Stupid.
Okay.
It's more chill vibe type music. I know a lot of people who like ride in their car and they like to blast music while they riding down the freeway type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if that's the type of music that you like to vibe to on a regular, more like a Wiz Khalifa, J. Cole type of feeling.
Okay.
So yeah.
So in your music, what's your message, or what you talking about in your music, or what you looking to get on people to understand from your music?
I'll talk about life. I like to touch on some of everything, but as far as my music concerned, my main thing when I make music is I'm making music for anybody who wants to be inspired, feel like there's somebody else out there going through the same thing they might be going through. I'm not really one of those artists that like I'm so focused on making hits or trying to make a hit record that I kind of lose touch with reality.
Right.
So my music is really embedded in reality and real life situations. Every now and then you'll hear the ignorant club stuff, but at the same time, that's not the full aspect of life. So it's just whoever it's for is for.
Now, who are some artists that inspire you?
Pac. Pac is always number one. I love Pac. I love Missy. Love Lauryn Hill. Love TLC. Bone Thugs is another one that I love. I'm kind of stuck in the 90s. Like, a lot of people, they ask me certain things. They be like, well, what about now? Or somebody that's alive, because a lot of my favorites are deceased now. But that's what I grew up on. So I'm kind of stuck in that era as far as influence is concerned.
Okay. Now you mentioned, I know Missy was kind of, would you consider her a rapper? Or?
But she was more than just that.
Exactly.
Rap was just one of the things that was one medium that she had. She was more than that. She was a producer. She was a singer. She was a rapper. She was an entertainer, just all around. So
now, do you produce as well, or you just?
I have in the past.
Okay.
I haven't done it recently. I really don't have the patience. That takes a lot of patience that I don't have personally. But I've done it before. It's just not my. Everybody got their lane.
Right.
That's not my strong suit.
Right. So, what I was getting to with the asking was Missy rap. I know you mentioned she was one of your influences. Why do you feel like female rappers are overlooked, or they don't get the respect they deserve in the game?
It's a few things. One thing that I notice a lot of us don't admit is that a lot of it is ourselves. Unfortunately, we tend to not lift each other up. It's become, everybody thinks that they can be the only one, and they don't really go out like how the dudes go out. They start their own label and they get a whole roster of dudes behind them, and they push them to the forefront. You don't really see females that have hit that point in their career and they go back and get some more of us and put us on. Like, I know Kim did it with Tiffany Fox recently. Missy, she's done it as well with can't think of her name
Tink,
right now.
The young chick?
Not Tink. It's Shariah J. I think that's her name.
Okay, yeah.
She did it with her, but even then, it's like you don't see that same. Let me go pull this one, bring him up. Let me go pull this one, bring him up. It's more like, okay, this is my career. I do my thing and then I bow out type of thing. So that's one issue. Then of course, you know, while we are there, there's always those who don't want to be in the presence of others. So that's always an issue. And then ultimately, I think it boils down to just the fact that there are other obstacles as far as career is concerned. Like, if we want to sit down and have a baby, that ruins a large part of a window in your career. And if you don't bounce back, that's kind of like the end in a lot of times. And then, I mean, me personally, I haven't met a lot of females that are serious. Like, they kind of do it because it's something to do. I know a few, and I've worked with those who are serious, but for the most part, a lot of the ones that I've come across they not really like living this life like that. Right. So I don't know if it's just, you know, because hip hop is so male dominated that they get discouraged, or however you want to put it, but whatever.
But you would think that since it's so dominated, it's just like it's more room, or it's easier for y'all to get in because, you know, it's not much competition.
It is, but I just think a lot of people ain't built like that. Like, male or female, I mean, it's just when you got to go against the grain in order to make something happen, a lot of people ain't built for that.
Yeah, you're right about that. So what makes you different?
Me, because I do my own thing. I'm not, it really is just me speaking my life. Like, my life is different, my path was different. And me putting that into my music already automatically sets me apart from everybody else, because nobody else has lived my life. So I'm not trying to be the puppet for the puppet master.
Right.
I'm just being Rem. So.
Okay. What do you see Remedy in 5 years? What do you see a career at in 5 years?
Better have a few Grammys by then. Definitely progressed a long way. Hopefully I've been unbroken to the mainstream circuit. Hopefully got my own little label, because that's something that I do want to do, and I want to be the female that goes get other females who I see a lot of me in them. So that's where I hope in about 5 years. A few albums under my belt.
Okay.
Won a few Grammys. Few number one on the Billboard, hopefully. You know, just the typical hope I hope I've had a world tour by then too. Okay. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Now, who would you want to go on tour with? On the world tour with?
Oh, that's a hard question.
Dead or alive? Well, now you gonna say
no,
pop.
I can't say them because that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. I would say, I mean, in addition to some new talent, because that's, like I said, that's one thing I do want to do, is be able to break somebody new. But if you talking about vets that are in the game, I mean, I'd probably be their opening act, not necessarily the other way around. But I would love to go on tour with Jay-Z. Jay-Z or Wiz Khalifa, even Cole, maybe Kendrick.
Yeah, that'd be dope. You could fit right in with the Cole and Kendrick tour.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Any shout outs before you get out of here?
Certainly. Anybody that has something to do with PSA, shout out to y'all. So that's Jay Sear, Jay Casso, Allen on the graphics, Tools on my engineering. Been rocking with me for years, so here we are again. Innovative Black Station for having me, and just anybody that's keeping up with me and keeping up with my grind. I appreciate y'all all the time, and we here. It's time to do it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Remedy the franchise, Innovative Black Station.